Hey, how's it going out there, everyone? Welcome to another Addicted Fishing podcast. I'm kind of flying solo tonight. Marlon and Jordan are on assignment, but I've got
Slackers.
two. Exactly. That's what I say. They're having all the fun. I came in hot from the Buoy 10 rodeo boat show fishing slaughter fest today to get in here to make sure that we get a story of we get a story of a very iconic brand in the Northwest that's been around forever and it started in the living room. We've got Brad's Fish Killer Fishing Gear in here today.
Hi, everybody.
Yep, we got Brad Shomore and Scott Call.
Welcome.
We want to get your guys a story. You guys have, I can't imagine how many poor salmon rue the day hearing the word Brad's, because let's think about it. All the super baits, the killer fish. I mean, you guys have got some insane quality products, not to mention all the terminal tackle, beads, and you guys do a lot of other tackle in a lot of other industries that a lot of the fishing guys, salmon guys don't even know about.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Which I've gone into your guys' warehouse.
Yeah.
It surprises me. And beads too. That's right. I mean, there's a lot of different things there too, but I wanted to get your guys' kind of take on basically like how in the world did this come from? What was it? Tie-in sturgeon leaders, Brad?
Sturgeon leaders, how it started out. Yep.
By hand with you and Joanne, right?
Yes, I tie 1,000 hooks a day before I could go to bed. Yep. Go on vacation with my kids, and they tie 1,000 hooks before they go fishing.
So
1,000 sturgeon leaders a day.
A day. We also run the picnic table and tie hooks so we could go fishing or go play. Yep. Every day.
So there was that much sturgeon fishing back then?
It was crazy. We'd sell thousands of sturgeon rigs.
Were you tying those with mono or Dacron?
Dacron. Yep.
still does to this day. He's got a 5-gallon bucket. You go to his house today, right next to his easy chair. He's got a 5-gallon bucket sitting there.
8 buckets floating out waiting for packaging.
So are you tying the ones that we see on the shelves now?
Sure, yes.
Oh my goodness. Still. How long
Yep.
how long ago was that? Not to date anybody.
30 years ago.
30 years ago. So it started out sturgeon leaders, and it, like you said, the bucket 1,000. I can't believe that, because like we know what the sturgeon fisheries are now these days.
Yes.
Yeah, whole different deal.
Well, back then, Fred Meyer's carried them all, G.I. Joe's carried them all, Bimart carried them all. I mean, lots of stores carried them because they're such a big fishery.
Right. Well, I can remember even just 20 years ago it being, 7 days a week. And
What in the
hey, everybody, that was Clint's
Sorry.
Cell phone, who chastised us for making sure that our
Cell phones were off and that we'd be
our
out of here
phones
on
are
time.
off, and now we have taking care of business.
This is a good song, so it's not too
Yeah,
bad.
good song.
I'm so disappointed in him right now.
But I think he just took
I don't
care
know.
of business and turned it off. Is that true?
We should just take care of business and fire him. Anyways, back to I don't even know if you're gonna be able to save that, Clint, or anything. But anyways, back to Brad. So 1,000 a day. You're still tying them. Still tying them. What was the next product?
Actually, it was mooching rigs, still tying leaders. And I tied steelhead rigs, 8 leaders to a package. And then,
Mooching Ridge, both fixed tie and slip tie.
yes.
Yeah.
And the buyer for G.I. Joe's called me and wanted me to make a wobbler. I bought a company called Best of the West.
You want to make a what?
Make a wobbler.
A wobbler.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And he had a company called Best of the West. I bought the guy out, and we started making the lures from there.
From Best of the West.
Best of
And
the
so,
West.
and those were your Brad's.
Wobblers, round, shaped like that kind of Alvin type shape.
Yep.
Yeah.
The round ones. Okay.
And that was for G.I. Joe's, right?
G.I. Joe's correct.
Yeah.
So it went from Brad. But what's happened to wobbler fishing though?
It's back.
It's
Buying-
back.
It is kind of, I guess it is
It's
back.
kind
I
of
guess-
flying off our shelves right now. It's like crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We hadn't put a wobbler order in for a while, and watching these wobblers go out right now. But I mean, you think about it, it's good conditions. There's decent flows, and people aren't wanting to spend money on gas
Yeah,
and drive all around.
that's what I'm hearing
So a lot of people are sitting on anchor, and they've got their spots. And
Yep.
I actually kind of miss it. I haven't wobbler fished in a while. I think the last time I did it was with Marlon off the beach, maybe a year ago. So. Which I really enjoy. I mean, that's a lot of fun plunking off the beach with a 3 wobbler setup. But
Sure
a lot of people right now are just sticking close to home and not spending the money on gas and doing their wobbler thing.
Yeah, they are.
There's some diehards. There's some real diehard wobbler fishermen.
Well,
Not to mention your name, Rick Grazer, but yeah.
Well, not to get off a tangent, but Buoy 10 fishery, we've had record-setting catches for
man.
3 days in a row, but only 82% of the effort.
Wow.
So it's kind of funny. You're right. People are staying home wobbler fishing. So those were those round wobblers. And so we had sturgeon leaders, hooching leaders, wobblers. Then what? What came next?
Then we bought dyes, made our version of a wigglewort. We made a
Oh, the Wiggler. Duh.
Yeah, the
Brad's Wiggler.
I'm trying to think if that was my. I'd say that was probably my first, like, really. I mean, because besides sturgeon leaders, of course, like that was my first.
Yeah.
Because you guys sold hooks and stuff like that along the way. I remember it was Brad's.
Rapala bought Storm out. Storm owned Wigglewort brand, and Rapala dropped Wiggleworts. They were going to quit making them.
What? Why? Yeah, I mean, do you know why?
I don't know why. They told the stores in the Northwest, G.I. Joe's, called me and told me they're going to quit making them. I said, no way.
No way.
I called Normark and asked them. I said, yeah, we're going to quit making them. Don't sell enough. They're a bass market company. They go after bass.
Well, Wigglers are like that's my favorite bass crankbait. I don't care. I'm a newbie bass guy, but they work really good, and I know I'm familiar with them.
I still don't know if I believed it because why let the number one selling steel lure go, salmon lure go in the Northwest at that time,
Right.
So I called
crazy.
I called a wholesaler, big huge wholesaler in the Northwest, and had him call it Normark, and they told the same thing. They're not going to make it anymore. So I made it. I didn't. I was going to make it, but nobody else was going to make it.
Hell no.
I had to make it,
Well, thank heavens you did.
Yeah.
And divers at the same time then?
At the same time, yes.
Yeah, because they got rid of those Hottentots. And
Yes, they did.
Yeah. So divers came out at the same time.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't imagine I've probably put a couple of your kids through college buying Wigglers over the years. I can tell you that much. So what came next? So Wigglers, then what?
What did we do next? We probably did the cup plugs next, didn't we?
Probably a super bait,
Yeah, I
right?
think so.
Probably super baits.
I think so.
Super baits were before Killerfish?
That's why I'm trying to figure out which one's which.
Yeah.
It's real close.
I feel like it probably was Killerfish.
I think you're probably right. It was close, though, real close.
But that's when, like, yeah, we're all trying to figure it out here. I'm trying to remember, but I want to say it was Killerfish. Because super baits were when it came out just before the 360 stuff really got crazy over here in
they did.
Southwatch. Just before, though.
Yep, about 3
It
years.
was like perfect timing.
Yeah, it was.
Yep.
And I think we were using Killerfish long before that. Not long before that, but a few years before
I
that.
think you were right.
Yeah, it might be. It's before my time with Brad's.
Now you were
but
that way, I think you're
thought,
right.
Yeah.
I think he's right.
Yeah, because I remember when Killerfish came on the market, it's like, oh, it's another salmon plug. But then we all like quickly realized it's like, oh, it's another salmon plug that actually works and is consistent and catches a lot of fish. It's like made some killer colors and definitely, let's just say they worked really well.
We got the guides involved. We had 6 different guys who'd work with us and that, and they helped us design that.
To narrow it down. Yeah,
Yeah.
you were telling me like you guys were heat gunning and bending the plugs and trying to find like the perfect.
We did, yep.
So how much R&D does go into some of these? You know what I mean?
Well,
'Cause
right now we put, 3 years in that flasher?
Yeah. Some products are definitely a lot more because they're more complex. Some are easier, some are tougher. It just depends on what it is. But yeah, if you can get through in 3 or 4 dev cycles, I think you're doing pretty good.
I guess it's quite a challenge. I know even like on our side when we try to like sample stuff or test stuff. I mean, shoot, what we were talking even before the podcast, it's like you only get like a couple months out of the year when that
To test it, yeah.
or that
Right.
kind of thing is going, and then you got to like set up for next year, and you got to like think way ahead.
And time it and anticipate the demand. And yeah, there's a lot that goes into it for sure. But by the time you go to mold and you come out with it, you want to make sure that you've got the right product.
Right,
And
and
the
you gotta
last
wait till
thing,
the fishery for that to even happen
Yeah.
too.
And mold costs are pretty high. You don't want to waste a mold.
they are expensive, and and the brand too. You just names behind it. You want to make sure that you got the right product and it's well tested. And yeah, in fact, you guys help us test quite a bit of stuff, and yeah, we appreciate all your help there too.
Well, let's be honest. Like, if it kills fish, like
You use it.
we kind of want to use that.
Yeah.
So killer fish, then the super baits.
Yeah, super baits, yep.
Then the super baits, and let's be honest. Like the super baits are,
Killer.
What can
Yeah.
what can we say
Yeah.
about the super
They
baits?
could be killer fish,
other than
too.
the fact that you guys started with the cut plug and the original. You had the 2, and then you had the mini cut plug, and then the KCP.
Yep.
I mean, like, what was the process on all that? I mean, like, how did that? I mean, really just come to be in the idea of it. I mean,
Well, a lot of places are catching fish on smaller baits, like kettle fish kind of stuff. So we had to come out with a smaller bait. The mini was to cover that area where they have smaller baits. And the guys fishermen for kokanee were begging us to make that kokanee for years. So we got a lot of input from guides and customers alike on that one, asking us for that. And it was a ready feed for the industry because everybody's ready for it. They wanted it, so it's really easy for us to make them because we knew we had sales be covered for that.
Yeah, and it seems like too, kokanee fishing, I feel like it kind of gets really exciting and then it kind of goes away. It kind of ebbs and flows. I kind of think it just depends on like the year, at least in this area. I mean, like we got to, when you guys are making products, we're stuck in our bubble here in Southwest, but you guys are still doing tons of kokanee sales though, probably over to Wyoming. And,
we are, yes.
All those other big reservoirs, California. I mean,
trying to convince people that the kokanee cut plugs work for salmon.
Oh, they do.
Because they're named kokanee cut plugs. So people read the label and say, only for kokanee.
It's pretty hot for Chinook guys, coho.
Last 3 years, the biggest salmon we caught have all been on the kokanee cut plug midday.
Yes, they're great.
Right.
When they're tough.
Just that smaller profile makes a huge difference.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite kokanee cut plug color? I'm just curious.
Probably Pink Magic.
Pink Magic?
Yeah, at least for the lakes here.
What about for salmon? Let's try to dispel this right now so a bunch of people go out and get KCPs and actually try them.
Well, you like the red glow for trout too.
I like red glow for trout. It's for
early in the
kokanee.
morning.
Really good for kokanee. But I don't know which one. I got a couple favorites. I don't know the names of them. Was it Fireball? Is that one of them? Is that one called Fireball?
Fireball's a good one. Fatal Attraction's a really good one.
That's
that's what I was going to say. One of my favorites because it's got so many different colors.
I do. What's that one I do real well with that pink rainbow one? What's that called? Sunset or Sunrise?
Oh,
pink rainbow looking thing. We did real well dinner with that.
The pink rainbow. Are you talking about Dusky?
Yeah, Dusky. That's a hot one.
Yeah.
I did very well with Dusky.
Yeah. We're getting lost in colors already.
I know. I usually look at a book I can name.
They're all good. Yeah. Well, the reality is, too, it's about the action.
It is.
Right?
Seahawk was great this year. Seahawk was really hot.
Seahawk was a good one. Seahawk's always a good one.
It is.
Blue and chrome, can't go wrong. Mm-hmm. But it's always about the action and the bait.
Yeah, bait
and the bait you can put inside of them. To me, the Brad Super Bait, like when we were fishing what we affectionately call the dead zone, before 360s came out. Well, not before the 360s came out, before they got popular down here, we had a stretch of river that during the fall, 20,000, 30,000 fish would go through a day and no one could catch them.
Go lockjaw.
Until we started towing around, a Brad Super Bait stuffed with tuna, behind a flasher. And now going from, changing that whole fishery from a dead zone to like probably one of the most productive Chinook fisheries in this Northwest. Like I always tell people I catch more fish, in that dead zone. And when I refer to the dead zone, guys, that's like kind of that area from like Woodland up to Bonneville Dam. And, the reality is like I catch more fish. I catch more Chinook. I don't know about this year. I gotta kind of be quiet with this year. But most years I catch more Chinook in that dead zone than I do at Buoy 10. And it's because when we figured out that if you took a Brad's original Super Bait and you stuffed it with tuna and you had the right combination of action and bait, like key in on the bait, like you actually could get those fish to bite.
Yep.
It was the most revolutionary, like kind of changing thing I feel like out of. And like I said, I don't feel like it was just the flasher. I feel like you had to have like the combination of the flasher and the bait.
Oh, it is. That scent trail's a real deal. Yeah, people try and downplay the scent trail sometimes, but no, that scent trail is everything. How often does it happen where you pick up a super bait and you just rebait it and put it back down and it goes off?
No.
It happens a lot. So, scent is a huge part of the equation. It has great action too.
But then, like you said, just trying to get a tough fish to bite. 72-degree water, like you got to entice them a little bit more. And now there's thousands of boats that fish this fishery that existed forever, but no one figured it out until that Brad Super Bait came along. And now it's changing. And there's different flashers and different baits that still work. But at the end of the day, like when it gets tough. Like
those are the ones that people break out.
The Brad Super Bait originals go play, and same with the minis and the KCPs, especially when there's a lot of people around. So it's pretty crazy. And then back to that bait and scent thing. We don't talk a lot about what we put in there because it's just something, right? Like everyone has their favorite canned tuna recipe or herring or anchovy or something, but just that inclusion of bait. Like I never found the magic silver bullet for mine. I'm sure you guys have probably heard some over the years, but I haven't found it.
Yeah, we've heard some good stuff. But for me personally, whether I'm fishing for kokanee or salmon or, anything else for that matter, my base is tuna. It's an oily fish.
What's the strangest things you guys have heard put in those?
Jimmy Dean honey sausage, I think, is a pretty
raw or cooked.
Raw.
Jimmy Dean honey sausage.
It's very popular for lake trout, Mackinac.
Oh, I could see that. Those big oily freaking gross.
Fat turkeys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, trying to think, no goldfish or anything like that.
No.
Haven't heard goldfish, no, but the tail of a sardine sticking out the back of a super bait is pretty dang sexy.
Tail of anchovy, isn't it? Is there
sardine or anchovy?
I've used anchovy
sticking out.
well.
Yeah.
Out in the ocean, I always take an anchovy and I always squish it between and get that back meat, and then you just get this perfect little strip, and you just set it right in an original, close it, and it's like made for it.
Done.
I leave the tail sticking out of that thing and just kill them.
I didn't know about the tail sticking out. Damn it!
It works
I was
good.
sleeping on that.
It does. It works well. Yeah, up in the Sound they do that quite a bit, and yeah, it's something that works really well. We get a lot of feedback on that. Actually, people say, "Oh, keep it quiet," but no, I mean, you hear it from enough people, it's not quiet. Right. Everybody knows it. So, not giving
what
away
about
any
eggs
secrets
and
there.
stuff? Do you hear about people putting salmon eggs and stuff inside?
Oh yeah, eggs and
crawfish, prawn,
coon shrimp. Yep, a mix. Another good one is people that keep their egg juice left over from the day and then mix that in the tuna.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, so that milks out and gets a good scent trail. So there's so many different things you can put in there. I mean, it's one of the other things I put in a lot is krill because it's kind of the bottom of the food chain. Mm-hmm. Just about everything eats krill. So krill's a good one, but there's so many different things you can add in there. I mean, from sardine to herring to the addicted slammer, which it's one of your favorites, the salmon slammer.
Yep.
It seems like that. I always wanted to put something, but man, I can tell you what, I thought you guys were going to tell us I don't know, some type of vegetable or something crazy. You know what I mean? Because there's fishermen out there that are always like shark fin or something.
Yeah.
Probably illegal.
I haven't heard that. I've heard bread, like white bread. Like Wonder Bread or something, which is goofy.
Bacon. I've heard of bacon too. Bacon
Really?
It said a couple times.
Yeah.
Blended
Wow.
bacon.
I've caught trout bacon. I'm fishing for carp as a kid.
Turkey.
Bacon's kind of intriguing because if you blended up bacon and then add a little oil to it,
You're not in this podcast, Marlon, so I'm just throwing that out there.
You sound good. I'll keep going.
You sound. No one's hearing what you're saying, but Marlon's not on assignment. He's sitting in the studio. Actually, he's just made me do this podcast. No, yeah.
What's the strangest thing that you've put in there?
I've played with the eggs before. That's why I said the eggs, but nothing too crazy. I'd always use the tuna as a base, and then I would throw a lot of the egg curing chemicals and different chemicals you get at different markets, and trying to find the magic powder, But
Nice.
I mean,
If you ever find it, give me a call.
yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. I never found that one powder that worked. I mean, I definitely think having tuna with some of the addicted blender, some of the Procure scent kind of upped your game. I definitely saw a difference in that, but nothing that, nothing that was just the silver bullet.
Yeah, no, every time we go on the boat, Brad says, "Did you bring the addicted salmon blend?"
That's the silver bullet for you then.
One of my favorites.
Sweet. Well, we know what's in it. It's good. And it's sure you know what's in it too.
So what are your thoughts on the garlic thing?
Oh, see, I eating garlic too. Garlic, certain times a year. Yeah. Certain times a year it is.
When they want it, but when they don't,
exactly,
they just turn off.
When they want it, it's 4-1.
Yeah.
When you're wrapping Brad's Killer Fish plugs with sardine wraps and herring wraps, it is 4-1. But when they don't want it, they don't want it.
Yeah.
It's definitely times a year.
Yeah. Another popular one is salt. The further you move upriver, the more salt people add to their tuna. Way up, some people are even a can of salt to a can of tuna.
A can of salt.
Yeah.
A can of tuna.
So you take your tuna fish can and fill it and
So I played a lot of salt when I said the chemicals. I definitely did load it up with salt, but like I said, some of the egg curing stuff. But that's good to know.
And we're taking care of business again. I thought we already took care of business, but apparently we didn't take care of business.
Is this a joke, Clint? Like, we're doing serious. We're having a very serious discussion with two very special guests, and
one very special guest, Brad.
Clint is
and Clint is just blowing the whole thing out. Yeah.
I apologize out there to podcast land. Be sure to comment below how much Clint sucks.
Or where we should stick his cell phone so we don't hear it. How about that?
One thing I've done good with is malt sugar from the beer makers.
Oh, malt sugar?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah,
I've never heard that one.
Really well with that.
Interesting.
Yeah, put in your tuna up. You give that a fish by the click that and higher up higher in the river. It works really well.
That's sweeter.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Interesting.
Something different.
It's like he said though. Cameron said one day they want, one day they don't. It's kind of the same thing with this. When they want it, they want it.
That's why I think it's important to bring a couple different mixes with you. You know, just like you bring, if you're fishing Morgan City, how many egg cures you got? Mm-hmm. Rarely do you have a single egg cure. So same thing with the tuna. We'll bring different cures along and see which one's working better and mix it out. And it all comes down to letting the fish tell you what they want and not trying to dictate to the fish.
Well, it's just so easy
simple
to do, like with the super baits. Like at the end of the day, like that's just. I mean, yeah, you can sit there and just throw out the world at it. I mean, they're super easy to clean and bait up and all that good stuff. But you're saying the inclusion of bait. Yeah, I'm in that boat too. I'm trying to think here.
Something
what else?
The scent trail for sure. And the colors of the super baits. I mean, let's be honest. There's nobody else out there that matches the colors.
No.
I mean, they pop, they shine. They're incredible. So we're really fortunate to have the color selection that we have.
Yeah, there's a couple people that have tried to copy, but no one can replicate.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, they don't have bait, so it's the end of that.
Imitation is the finest form of flattery, right?
And no bait. That I'm out of that discussion. What came next? What's super baits? So then what's it been now?
Next after that, it's got to be the flasher, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So talk about the flasher.
Yeah, it's taken a while. It's been actually more than 3 years. I think it was closer to 5. Chris Turvey developed it, his original concept, and we had some different designs we went through, tested, and actually quite a bit of testing, several years of testing to get the right design, and finally came up with that and went production late last year and broke out for the show season. And yeah, there's 9 colors in that, and yeah, we're excited about that. We're getting some really good reports from down in Buoy 10, and with the built-in release, it makes a big difference, and the fact that it's adjustable, so we can adjust it down from, different speeds. If you're fishing really slow water, you can get it to thump when other flashers don't, so that makes a difference. I know in slack tides, a lot of people are fishing that second hole and just kind of holding and letting the current do the thump, and working really well down at Buoy 10. So, and Springer season worked well too.
So built-in releases, adjustable. That's not something that you see in a lot of flashers now. So that's like it's the evolution, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know that's what you guys are calling it. What's next?
What is next? Huh?
What's next?
What do you have in your bag? Anything?
I don't know.
Nothing that you can say.
No, what's next?
No,
for
we
Brad's?
definitely have some things in the works.
Are you guys still focused just on new concept designs or new colors? I mean, what else? I mean,
no, always new colors, right? You're always trying to come out with a better color, but definitely interested in new concepts. Yeah, we've got a couple concepts on the drawing table right now we're working with and testing out, and you gotta keep innovating. It's innovate or die in this industry. So you got to keep innovating. So we try hard to keep innovating and come out with different stuff. We have people that hit us up from time to time and say, hey, I got something that, you've got the name and I've got the product. So here, take a look at this. And, we're always open to that and sit down, talk with people. In fact, I had a meeting last week with a guy talking about a product just like that. So, something we're always working on and trying to come up with new stuff and exciting stuff. And you guys do a great job of testing it and fishing it for us and all that. So we get a lot of great input from the addicted guys, and we really appreciate that.
Dang it, guys! I tried to get it out of him. I wanted to know.
Yeah.
I wanted to know. Was there anything else? Anything else you want to add, Brad? Or
No, I think that's about it.
Where you see it's going? You're still out there fishing, and
I'm still out fishing, trying. I'm having fun. I want to say thank you to all the guys out there buying my product, and I really appreciate it. And
we appreciate all your support for sure.
yes, very much.
Yeah.
well, awesome, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in. We have got a live feed to do, and we appreciate you guys coming in. Don't forget, if you are out there in the store, give the Brads super baits a try. They use real bait, killer fish, all that good stuff. I can't thank you guys enough for making this product and developing it, because honestly, it makes my life and my job as a guide a whole lot easier.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Kevin.
we appreciate it.
Awesome. Well, we'll see you guys next time.
You bet. Thanks a lot.
Yep. Take care.